Hi, this is Jasmine, and this is Crazy Cat Tarot.
I know just what you need in. You want something to believe in. Looking for a deeper meaning. Maybe I've got what you're seeking. Take a puff, it's the weekend. Listen up, don't be freaking. Can't you tell that I'm peeking? Coming swim in the deep end.
Hello and welcome to Jasmine's Crazy Cat Tarot. So today we're going to do a quick check-in with your person's energy. What is on their mind? So take a look at the 4 cards, and when you found one or two that you resonate with, find the timestamps below. And make sure, if you haven't subscribed already, to join our feline family, because I just want to see it grow and grow, and then we can all spill the spiritual tea together. So take a look, and I will see you at your reading. God bless. Hello and welcome to your reading group number 1. So if you chose card 1, friends and influences, then you are here in the right place. Maybe you feel like the person on your mind is very easily influenced by their family or friends in particular. And maybe you feel like when it comes to this relationship, if it's a romantic one, you might feel like they turn to other people before they turn to you, especially when it's in regards to their emotions. I do feel like they may have a blockage emotionally and when it comes to expressing how they feel. So let's unveil the cards and get a little bit more info. So hold tight and we will start the reading. God bless. Okay, group number 1. So, what is on your person's mind? Let's bring in your person's energy. And let's channel it. Okay, so, for the person on your mind, group number 1, right now, they feel like their life is not fulfilling them in some way. This could be in a certain aspect of their life, or they could feel that in general, every part of their life feels unfulfilled right now. The 2 of Cups upright represents 2 people in harmony and working in unity in order to make a dream work. Whether this is love related, business related, the point is it's 2 people putting the same amount of effort and emotions into each other's cup. The fact that this 2 of Cups is reversed tells me that instead of filling up each other's cups right now, you and the person on your mind have been draining each other's cups, and you haven't been refilling them either. So to me, this could represent a state of separation in regards to a relationship, or it could literally be a toxic friend or influence that you have cut off from your life. And the reason is because you feel like instead of filling up your cup, they're just taking from your cup and you're left with nothing. Yeah, I feel like you've given a lot to this person, given a lot to the extent where you feel like you've given them so much, you're left with nothing because they don't give back. They don't match the energy. I feel like the person on your mind is very good at mirroring. And that means when you act a certain way, they will reflect that back to you. So if you're really nice, they'll be really nice. But if you're pissed off and calling them out, they will match that energy and give it back. The problem is they match your energy, it seems, in toxic ways. instead of matching your energy in order to be a team member. They only match your energy when they feel like they're being attacked or they feel like they have a point to prove. So to me, it feels like they care more about what other people on the outside think, rather than caring about what you think or the person that loves them the most. I feel like they can be quite flashy and show off for the outside world. And with this Two of Cups reversed, I feel like instead of putting this love and nurture and emotions into each other, these emotions have been given out to other sources. And I do feel like the person on your mind, they feel drained. They are a free spirit and they don't make a secret about that. They want to live a life that they want. When it comes to life and figuring out their way, they don't want to just follow the crowd or fit the mold. They want to do what makes them happy. They're very passionate, they're very fiery and energetic. They could also be very charismatic. But with this charisma can also come the mean side. Because if you're great, you're great. But when you're mean, you're mean. Yeah, so I do feel like they're very charismatic and sociable. But behind closed doors, they could be like Jekyll and Hyde. Yeah, because they're very frustrated. They feel unfulfilled. So even though they are a free spirit and they will freely admit that and embrace that, they will also feel that they are being repressed and unfulfilled in their lives. And if this is in regards to love, right now they could feel that the love you are both sharing is unfulfilling, at least to them. I'm going to be honest here and tell you that with the Five of Pentacles in reverse, instead of seeing a breakup as a loss, they might actually see removing themselves or someone from their circle to be a freedom. Yeah, so I do feel like they feel somewhat restrained and reserved when it comes to their life, to their relationships. And in a way, if they've been looking for ways out, I feel like if they have the opportunity right now to leave and be a free spirit, instead of seeing it as a loss, they would see it as newfound freedom. And I do feel like because they mirror so much in their relationships, that it is a really deep self-discovery journey they need to go on in order to find themselves. Because when they look in the mirror, I feel like they don't recognize who's looking back at them. Possibly because they've based themselves, their personality, on other people's energies, matching their energy instead of figuring out their own energy. And with that reflection, I do feel like they will see that when it comes to them feeling unfulfilled, they only have themselves to blame, because by mirroring and projecting and blaming other people, it actually only makes you more unhappy. And you realize no matter who or what you blame, if you're not happy and you're not fulfilling your soul purpose, then the only way to be happy is to find a way to make time for what it is that you love. So I do feel like, especially with wasting time here, that your person has felt like they have wasted time and they haven't put that passion, that creativity into themselves. I do feel like in ways they've taken it out on the people they love the most. The fact that they've decided to waste time. The fact that they decide to match energies in the wrong ways instead of the right ways. They do feel stuck and unfulfilled in life. They feel like it is limited. And as a free spirit, all they want is to know that when it comes to life, when it comes to love, they have limitless options. So I am getting, group number one, that the person on your mind could be a bit of a commitment phobe. And they do like to do things to impress others, even going so far as fake flexing and acting like their life is so much better and more impressive than it really is. Because they worry more about impressing the outside world. And when it comes to their family members, their friends, they can be a different person behind closed doors. rather than what they portray themselves to be online. I do feel like they're not very open to anything spiritual. I do feel like they may have a tendency to mock or scoff, especially if you consider yourself especially spiritual group number 1, or you have certain spiritual gifts or abilities. I feel like they are a spiritual hater because they don't have these abilities or a deeper understanding of what spirituality really is. Because once you get past all the sparkly magic, you realize that the real work has to be done within yourself, and the true magic is found within yourself. And also, if you want to get deeper into it, that God and Satan can be the one entity inside ourselves, that we have both and we make choices every day. And I feel like if they want to remain in a low energy frequency, that it's because they do not wish to learn more. They don't want to do the hard shadow work. So they think, oh, well, whatever, that's just silly. Cards don't work, magic doesn't exist, and you're silly for even thinking that they do. If they have that attitude and you have felt belittled because of this attitude, just know that it's coming from their own insecurity. They will scoff things that they don't understand or things that make other people happy and fulfilled, because the Two of Cups reversed. They're not fulfilled within themselves. So if they see other people being fulfilled and doing what they love doing and reaching their soul purpose, I do feel like it brings out a pettiness within this person because they hate what they don't understand. Yeah, that just came to me. I wasn't intending to say that, but they could be a bit childlike in that way, that if they don't understand something or something doesn't work for them, they throw it at the wall and go off in a huff. Does that make sense? Yeah, and I mean, I feel like even if you said to them, does that make sense? They're kind of offended. Yeah, because they're not willing to learn. Whereas if you're trying to explain something to someone who wants to learn and is willing to learn, that they will sit there and be all ears because they just want to absorb any wisdom you have to offer. But when you are wasting your wisdom on someone who doesn't want to learn, then it's just draining your energy too, the Two of Cups. So I do feel like in this connection, if it's a romantic connection, both of you feel very drained. And with the Love card coming up here for the theme of what's on their mind, I do feel like when it comes to love in particular, they are feeling petty, unfulfilled and angry. The love-hate coming up tells me that this could be a very on and off relationship. It could be something that when it's good, it's really good, but when it's bad, it's toxic as shit. And if it feels like it's a balancing act of, you know, whether it's going to be good or bad, or, you know, kind of like a show that you don't really know what to expect. Yeah, I feel like you could feel like this is some sort of a soap opera or a drama. Yeah, because even when they hate you, or even if you are in breakup mode, I do feel like they're a very obsessive lover. And it's actually quite unhealthy because I do feel like you put a lot of pressure and expectations on each other. And when people don't act then accordingly as to how they think they should act, they do get petty and take it out on them. Yeah, and it is from their own insecurities, their own lack of understanding, and their own unfulfillment. So group number one, I don't think the person you're dealing with is inherently a bad person, but I do feel like when it comes to their own happiness and fulfillment, they feel like they're a free spirit who is not free to fulfill their soul purpose. And I do feel like even when they love you, there is still a part of them that hates how limited love can make them feel. Yeah, I feel like they would turn to other people, other substances, other addictions in order to make them feel free, even though it's just getting them further and further into that cage. They might feel like this earthly realm is like a soul prison, and in order to escape this matrix or this soul prison, They need to find what it is that sets them on fire. They're the Knight of Wands. They are a free spirit. They have a wand in their hand and they do want to create magic with. But because they feel drained and unfulfilled, they don't even know where to begin, how to make magic with a wand when they don't even believe in magic. In fact, they hate on spirituality and magic because they don't understand it. Yeah. And it all comes back to the fact that they're not willing to learn. And if you feel like they're not willing to compromise in this relationship with you and you feel like it's just their way or the highway, I do see you choosing the highway. Because if they're going to choose to impress other people instead of impressing the person that they love the most or that loves them the most, then I do feel like you will get in the mindset of, if you make your choices, I'm going to make mine. And if I'm not your priority, you are coming off my priority list. Yeah. If this is a love situation, I feel like they were top priority in your mind, in your heart for a long time. And I do feel like you were very patient. There is some sort of waiting, hesitation energy. And maybe it's because you knew they were a free spirit, a bit of a commitment phobe. And with the love and the hate, it's easy to overlook the hate when the love is really good. But then it gets bad again, and the same toxic cycle, the wheels just keep on turning. Yeah, and I feel like both of you just feel drained and unfulfilled. Finally, with the mouse spirit coming out, tend to the small things. This is telling me that even if your person is not mature enough to admit it to you, that they really do need to get on top of their life. And in order to sort out the big things, they need to tend to the small things first. They can't just fix their attitude to love until they fix their attitude to themselves, because a lot of what they're doing is projecting. And this projection is a coping mechanism, and they will just keep on finding more and more coping mechanisms when they're not ready to face the truth head on. So I do feel like there are a lot of home truths that your person has on your mind. They mightn't appreciate other people giving them home truths, but even subconsciously they do know there are changes they need to make. They are in the wrong in certain ways. But I do feel like maybe their childishness or their pettiness could stop them from being the bigger person and admitting that they need to change or do something different. And I feel like they are quite ego-based right now, and they feel like projecting themselves to be a certain way will make them feel better. It makes them feel like they are that free spirit that they were born to be. But I do feel like they're putting love, I'm getting that song You Give Love a Bad Name by John Bon Jovi. Yeah, but like they're giving love a bad name because they're blaming love or blaming you on the reason why they feel so stuck and unfulfilled, when the reality is, even if they went and got with someone else, they would just keep on repeating the same old toxic cycles. I feel like this is a cycle that they were probably in since they were a child. And because they are great at mirroring, they're just mirroring what they've seen, projecting what they've seen. But until they tend to the small things and start with themselves and do that shadow work, how are they going to find the magic within themselves? Because that only appears once we've done the hard work. They want instant success, instant gratification. And the reality is they have to be like you, patient. But I feel like with you, your patience is running out and it's wearing very thin because you've done this work, you've done the shadow work. And you feel like if they're not going to match that energy and really do that for themselves, then they're just going to keep draining your cup. You feel like a supply to them because they have not done the work in order to fill their own cup, to fulfill themselves. So until they do that, they're just going to keep finding other people's cups to consume from. And that really is self-destructive behavior. So I feel like if you're at a bit of a crossroads when it comes to your relationship, group number one, and you do feel like the person on your mind is focusing on all the wrong things. All I can say is that old saying, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink. So all the good intentions, also the road to hell is paved with good intentions. So you might have the best intentions and really want to help this person elevate spiritually, emotionally, and maturity. But this is your own wisdom that you have learned with experience, that you've gained with your hard work. And until they're ready to do that hard shadow work for themselves, there's nothing anyone can do other than give them their cup to drink from. Because this person right now, they're a taker. Because they don't want to give the energy or learn. They feel like they know it all already. And if that was true, then they would be fulfilled. But the reality is we're never going to know everything. And it's acceptance. I feel like, yeah, there's something in their life that they're not accepting. They're just deeply rejecting a truth. You know, because they feel like they do know everything. But once they kind of let go of that urge to control and to know everything and just trust in the magic, yeah, this is why magic has not been manifesting for them, group number 1, is because they do not trust in the magic. And it could be because they surround themselves with toxic people or toxic influences. Or it could be because they want instant results and gratification. But when it comes to tending to the small things and sorting out how they feel within themselves, that's something they deeply struggle with, and they reject their own emotions, their own trauma, their own problems. It's like kids playing hide and seek. If they cover their faces, oh, you know, if I can't see, nobody else can see me. But they're just deluding themselves, really, because everybody can see. Yeah, so I do feel like this is why our patience is running thin. And I do feel like you've tried your best to be understanding, supportive, empathetic, and patient. But I feel like if this person keeps on choosing the ego-based way of living, that you are going to choose your own road at this crossroads and leave them to forge their own path. Because I feel like you think you've given enough and you know you have a long way to go. Yeah, I'm hearing that song, Long Way to Go by Cassie. 'Cause you got a long way to go. And you don't want anyone holding you back when it comes to your spiritual journey. And if this person is going to continue being a spiritual hater because they're not willing to learn, especially not, you know, the hard way, if they just want the easy way with everything, then you're going to let them go the easy way, because you are mature and wise enough to know that the easy way never leads to fulfillment. And even if you tell this person that until they're blue in the face, if they still are taking their fulfillment from exterior sources, then they'll never learn. The water could be right there, but they're not going to drink it because they know better. So I feel like you will cut your losses and you will give that wisdom that you possess to someone more worthy and willing to learn. Whew. I feel like that all just came out, like spewing out. So yeah, group number 1, I feel like your person has a lot on their mind. I feel like they're feeling very tense and edgy and angry. And I feel like this is just the tip of the iceberg. Yeah, so there is a lot that they do need to express, but I do feel like I said at the start, they're blocked when it comes to their expression. And when it comes to their lack of fulfillment, they're blaming everything and anyone else as to why, instead of looking in the mirror and seeing that they're the reason. Yeah, instead of looking in the mirror, they're just mirroring and projecting. So there's only so much you can do with someone who refuses to meet you halfway. You can only go your own way. So I wish you all the best, group number 1. I hope this helped and resonated. Please let me know down below if it did and what you'd like to see next. Any subscriber requests I will take, so take advantage. And please come back again really soon. Please like, subscribe, and please stay blessed, stay true, and stay you. And I'll see you again very soon. Bye, group 1. Hello and welcome, group number 2. So if you chose the gambling take a chance card, then you are here in the right place. So immediately just saying that, taking a chance, I'm hearing that song Take a Chance on Me by ABBA. If you change your mind, I'm the first in line. So this could be someone that you are still establishing a connection or a relationship with. And this person could be exciting, and they could be a risk taker. And they could be literally asking you to take a chance on them, or to take a risk or a gamble. And even though they mightn't be afraid of a risk or a gamble, I do feel like in a way, group number 2, you're side-eyeing or sidestepping certain things about this person or the relationship. There's something that you're trying to have a deeper look into. So let's reveal the cards, and hopefully you will see and hear whatever it is that you need to know. So bear with me, let's reveal the cards, and we will dive straight into your reading. Angels and ancestors, please allow me to channel group number 2's person's accurate feelings and intentions. Please and thank you. Amen. Okay, so let's flip these cards. So group number 2, as I was flipping the cards, that song was coming to mind by Tiesto, The Business. So I feel like this person on your mind, they could be very business-minded, but it's also kind of like a party song. So they could be getting down to business work-wise, or when they say business, let's go, let's have a party, let's have fun. So I feel like maybe they could be very business-minded, and they could have a real marketing mind. They could be very convincing and persuasive, which is always a good thing when it comes to business. This person could literally be a salesperson, and they could have the gift of the gab, a way with their words. Yeah, I feel like they could sell you the sun from the sky if they needed to. Yeah, and I'm drawn straight to the sun in reverse. So let's get to it. Let's get down to business. Their true feelings right now. They're feeling quite unhappy. They're feeling creatively blocked. But they are still trying to think of ways to grow despite the fact that they have creative blocks and they're not happy right now. So I do feel like even though they may be inherently unhappy with their life, I do feel like there are certain parts and aspects of them and their life that they are seeing grow. So if this is a relationship, I do feel like when this relationship is growing and moving forward, it does make them feel happy and fulfilled to an extent. But I do feel like this unhappiness will always come back to them, especially when they're feeling creatively blocked. Because if they are a creative soul, then it's known that they can be very difficult to... I had trouble saying that. Yeah, so yeah, they're creatively blocked, their throat chakra. They're finding it hard to express what it is they're really trying to say. Or maybe when they're trying to get something across, it's coming across the wrong way. Yeah, so they're getting frustrated with these creative blocks that they have right now. I feel like they're thinking maybe if they travel or just see some new scenery or done something new, that might bring their inspiration back to a climax. And that doesn't even make sense, but the fact that I said it that way is making me think that maybe when they're feeling blocked creatively, they try to release themselves in other ways. So they could be doing a lot of that right now with you, releasing with you, or releasing this tension alone. Yeah. So, or they could be the type that when their inspiration or their creativity is blocked, then their libido is blocked. Their motivation is blocked. And when things are blocked and they can't express themselves, maybe they can take it out then in the wrong way, like a firestorm of emotions. Yeah, I feel like they're great, and when they are on point and have their mojo, they are unstoppable. They're an unstoppable force, literally like a firestorm. But when they're angry, they're also unstoppable, literally like a firestorm. So when they're bringing the passion in the good way, everyone basks in the sunshine that this person brings. But when they're frustrated and restricted and angry, then they take it out in ways that could actually really cause a lot of damage. Like this card, Firestorm, says mental breakdown. So the person on your mind literally could be having a mental breakdown right now. And even if they're trying to hide it and cover it, it's something that I think you can still see between the lines. Yeah, because the wolf in sheep's clothing, they might be presenting themselves as one way. Oh yeah, you know, it's fine. I'm enjoying all this growth. I'm loving how this is going. But at the same time, they could be not being completely forthcoming about everything to do with themselves, their coping mechanisms, love. Yeah, maybe in the past in love, they've been a player, a wolf in sheep's clothing. So they present themselves one way, but they're actually another. Yeah, or you could literally see this person as a wolf. And I feel like even if they are presenting themselves as one way or completely innocent to you, I feel like you're very good and intuitive and you can read between the lines. And you're kind of thinking, well, if you're presenting yourself as too good to be true, I don't believe you. Yeah. You don't believe them. If they're making out that they are perfect, they're innocent, and there's nothing on their mind that is bothering them, everything is fine. Don't worry about it. I don't feel like you just take their word for it. Yeah, because you can see beneath anything that is not real. You can pick up on it. Yeah, because you're all about genuine, real emotions. And I feel like if this is a new love situation, you're trying to establish a bond and get to that real, deeper level of emotions. And I feel like possibly both of you are moving on from a toxic cycle, because actually there's 3 bikes in this photo. So this could represent a third-party situation in the past, and that led someone to bring these trust issues into their current relationship. Or to me, it can represent both sides of this relationship coming together after both being in toxic relationships. But add the 3rd bike and they're just repeating the same toxic cycles that they repeated in the past relationships. Yeah, so it's just constant cycles here. And I feel like maybe your person, group number 2, has had to find ways of maneuvering around the issues. Yeah, I'm getting the Halsey song Bad at Love. So I feel like your person kind of thinks they're bad at love, and with the suitcase and the hat here, you know, when things get heavy, they just want to run because they find it uncomfortable. When something makes them uncomfortable, they run. Also, look at this thief card. They do, like when they're caught or when something isn't going the way they wanted it to or planned it to, they run. Yeah, like a thief in the night. Maybe you feel like they stole your heart, like a thief in the night. Yeah, and maybe if you're seeing that this relationship is an illusion, you're seeing beyond whatever it is that they presented, you do want to move on because you don't want to repeat the same cycle with someone else. Because it doesn't matter who it is, when there is unhealed trauma or issues, especially when it comes to love or intimacy. Yeah, I feel like there could be intimacy issues coming up here because, yeah, I'm just getting, I was going to say intimate thoughts, but you know, it's coming to me in this reading, like a lot of intimate things. But yeah, this could be right now mostly about the intimate and that could be great. But when it comes to diving in and opening up about the past and the future, I feel like this is where the discrepancies could come in. Yeah, because a thief would have discrepancies. Where were you that night? Oh, well, I was just here and there, and yeah, that's all I remember. And I feel like you can see between the lines. You're looking deeper. You're having a deeper look. Yeah. I feel like this person on your mind, they love the beauty of life. They love things that are aesthetically pleasing. So when it comes to their lovers, they like their lovers to be aesthetically pleasing for them. So I do feel like if it's a lover situation, they find you insanely attractive. I feel like you probably feel the same way, and this magnetic attraction is something that keeps you coming back and keeps this connection building and building. And yeah, when things build, like, they do reach a climax. But right now, if this relationship is solely based around sex, I feel like this could be why you're looking to go deeper, because you want more than just that, than just base level, shallow shit. You know, you want to go deeper than even intimacy. So that's quite deep, really. But yeah, maybe the person on your mind, they've a lot more of a casual approach when it comes to matters of the heart and the body. And I feel like with you, you're not as laid back when it comes to these matters, because you see your body and connections as a sacred thing, and you do have your reservations, because the last thing you want to do is let a wolf in sheep's clothing come in and steal your heart like a thief in the night. Because when you realize what's happening, they could be long gone with the travel card. Yeah, so yeah, I'm looking at the panther's eyes. You are side-eyeing this person and this situation. And I feel like it's because they are struggling to express how they really feel, what they really want. And they might even struggle to express about how they felt in their previous relationships, or when it comes to their own toxic cycles of the past, until they're ready to identify them and then try solve the issues. They're going to keep running away from this. Yeah. And you don't want to feel like it's a constant game of cat and mouse. Yeah, because wolves and animals prey, any sort, a lot of the times they're just doing it to do it. They like the chase. But is their heart really in it? Group 2, I feel like this could be the situation you're dealing with. You like the chase, they like the chase, but you want to know, like, how deep does this love actually go? And maybe you're finding it hard to really express that or ask that question. You might feel like it's not the right time, or you might feel a little bit powerless when you're in this person's presence, because they're very intimidating, they're very attractive, they're very charismatic. You know, instead of stumbling over the truth, they can dance around the truth. I feel like they're skilled at being evasive and not really answering questions, but keeping you hanging on nonetheless. Yeah, I'm hearing that song, Keep Me Hanging On by Kim Wilde. You just keep me hanging on. And I feel like then with the closing this cycle with the apples, you know, when it comes to temptation, lust, love, yeah, they will bite. My voice was going, confirmation. They will bite that apple. They will bite your apple. They will bite all the apples that are on the apple tree. But that's lust. Like the apple represents lust and temptation, not necessarily love. I feel like they're afraid of love. They feel like they're bad at love. And they would rather be the hunter than the prey, because look, we've got a wolf on the table and we've got the panther spirit on the table. And they're not afraid to take a risk. They will do things for the sport of it, for the fun of it. And maybe they see love as a sport. So they could be a player. You could be trying to tame a player or get them to change their old ways, close this cycle. You don't need to be a player anymore. You don't need to be running from love or running from me. You just need to meet me here and let's grow this tree together. but you feel like maybe they might just like steal the apples from your tree, steal your heart, metaphorically, and run off and find more apples, find another orchard. Yeah, I feel like possibly this person could be the type that they could have an apple tree in their garden, but they'll still go out and travel and look for the orchards. Yeah, so this could be because no matter what it is in life that's given to them or what they have, they're always seeking more. Wolves are insatiable, especially when it comes to blood. Bloodlust is what is coming to mind. So there could actually be like a love spell in this connection, even blood magic with a K. And this sort of magic would like deeply bind and bond people. It can mess with free will as well. So maybe you feel like this person just needs something that keeps them steady, something that binds them to you, or something that will just commit them, settle them down from their old ways. Yeah, I do feel like you might think you could be the one. Yeah, like you might feel like they're the one, you're the one, but you want to be the one to change them, the one who actually makes them settle down and give up that lifestyle and, start a new cycle, a good cycle, instead of repeating painful past cycles. And I do feel like this cycle, this connection will come to a close if they are just treating you like a risk, if they're risking this connection in order to still live life the way that they want to, living on the edge and not actually being responsible or committed or settled. Yeah, it feels like they're on the run from something, they're hiding from something. And possibly they were trying to move on when it comes to love, but inevitably they just find themselves becoming that firestorm again. Oh yeah, the passion is great, this will be great. But that passion turns to anger and resentment, because I feel like they have a lot of anger and resentment from their childhood, but they're not open about it. They don't like admitting things. And I feel like even if you're trying to get that out of them or encourage them to open up, they're still very shallow based. They're looking at the beauty of things, the beauty of life. It's all about how things look. So if they're living on their ego, I feel like you just want to, push through all that and any illusions and really get to the heart of the matter. Is this love or is this lust? Because don't keep me hanging on if you're intending to drop me, or, don't leave me hanging if you're not sure about it. Don't steal my heart. Don't let me fall if you're not going to catch me. Don't steal my heart if you're not going to put it somewhere safe or keep hold of it. Yeah, they could be very loose with your heart, with your feelings, with boundaries. They could be loose when it comes to life, and you just want to see them tightening things up in regards to their life, in regards to this love. You kind of want to see them shape up, and you kind of want to give this connection a shake up. You don't want to gamble your heart away and give it to a thief. You want to know before you completely put your heart in this connection that they're genuine and they can be trusted. But there could be little signs, little synchronicities that your angels are sending you that are showing you that this person is not who they portray themselves to be. The Panther Spirit says, reclaim your power. And like I said, you could feel powerless when this person is around you. They could be very commanding, very domineering, very attractive. And because of all these things, they know how to balance these in order to get their way. They're even very good at exploiting, taking advantage, dancing around the truth if they need to. Dancing with the devil. Yeah. And I feel like this is actually what is making them unhappy and giving them that creative block, because they think the way to happiness is found in lust. They think it's found in beauty. They think it's found in gambling and getting big wins. They think love and happiness, you need to travel to find it. And the irony is they just need to look within themselves and their surroundings. And once you can find happiness with what you have right now, that's how we can find happiness anywhere. It's not where you are that makes you happy, it's who you are. So I do feel like they need to make significant changes in their mindset, in their heart, and even in their ways. They could have an addictive personality. They always want to win, and if they don't win, then they take it out on other people. They only want to see other people winning when they're winning too, because it's hard for them to really face the issues that they've been avoiding. But in order to actually move on, confirmation, and close out any old toxic cycles they've brought with them, they need to do the work on themselves first. And they need to portray themselves as they really are, instead of hiding and being a wolf in sheep's clothing. Maybe they feel like the real truth about them might scare you off. But I really don't feel like you're the type who would be afraid of a wolf or a panther. Because like I said, you would think, hey, well, I can tame them. I can tame this person. So there's not a challenge that would scare you off, group number 2. You're very strong. You're very patient. And you also do like the wild side of life, but you also just want a bit of assurance and stability. If this person is a roller coaster ride, I think you're more than ready to have a wild ride with them. But you just want to know that when the party's over and when the ride is finished, that you will still have each other's backs. I think you're just afraid that they might just take what they can and run. And that's why when it comes to giving your heart, you're still a bit unsure and uncertain about it. Because it's like they're on parole and you're looking out for these little signs to see whether they're being honest or not about changing their ways. So I do hope you will find and see everything you need to see. And I hope this reading at least helped you along the way or gave you a head start. So thank you for being here with me today, group 2. Please like, comment, subscribe. Let me know down below what you want to see next. I will do any subscriber requests. So make sure to let me know what you want to see and I will do it just for you. And please come back again really soon and I will see you in the next one. God bless. Mwah. Hello and welcome, group number 3. So if you chose the third card, addiction, unhealthy attachment, then you're here in the right place. And let's find out together what is on your person's mind, just so you know. And sometimes it's just nice to be ahead of the game emotionally, because when it comes to other people's emotions, it can be like trying to get blood from a stone. And I feel like that is relevant somehow when it comes to your person. Maybe when it comes to them really talking about their true emotions or feelings, it can be like getting blood from a stone. And I do feel like they use unhealthy attachments in order to mask or cover certain things in their life or their past that they mightn't necessarily feel like they have a solution or a resolution to. Yeah, there are unresolved issues in their past, and that does lead to unhealthy attachments, either to physical things or to people. And I do feel like you just want to know what page they're on so you can get on the same page. Yeah, maybe lately it feels like you've been out of sync. And what you want to do personally is to just really get on the same level. Yeah. Okay, so let's have a deeper look and really figure out what's going on in their mind and if we can reach any sort of resolution here today. So bear with me and we will reveal the cards and dive straight into the reading. First and foremost, Can we bring in group number three's person's energy in order to channel it accurately and respectfully here today? Amen. Okay, let's go ahead and reveal. Okay, so I did say go ahead and reveal before I flip the card. So I do feel like there is something that you want to be revealed about this person, or there is something that your person wants to reveal to you. I'm thinking of that song Houdini by Dua Lipa. I know Eminem has a song. What's coming to me is that they come and they go, and it feels like they're very hard to pin down, and they have their own ways about them, like they have a secret ingredient or a remedy. It's like I'm thinking of Mr. Krabs with the Krabby Patty formula in SpongeBob. Like they have that formula. They've got the juice, the secret sauce. And what you want to know is, what is that secret sauce? And what is it that you put into that secret sauce? And how come I keep coming back for more, even though you're not giving me what I want? Yeah, so it's kind of like a push and pull. And even if you feel like you're disconnecting, they have a way of reeling you back in, almost like magic. But instead of being a magician, you might fear that this person is more of an illusionist, because Houdini wasn't even a magician. He was like an escape artist, but he had his tricks, his ways of doing things. So was he really escaping, or did he just have really smart illusions to trick people? So you want to know, am I really dealing with a magician here, like someone who can really mess with magic, or is this someone who just acts as if they know it all and they can do it all, but the reality is they're masking their true selves? With the drama starter here, the photo is like of a couple on stage. So maybe you just feel like they put things on display, or they put on a certain facade or mask in order to show the world. But when the curtain is closed, when the doors are closed, you feel like they go back into their true form. Yeah. So maybe you feel like, in a way, their life is a facade that they kind of play out. So other people have certain thoughts or opinions. Yeah, I feel like they want people to have high opinions of them. But, are they actually being the sort of person that people speak highly about? Let's start with the tarot, because I'm just going all over the place here. Yeah, you might just feel like when it comes to this person and how you feel and think about them, your thoughts are just all over the place. Maybe you don't really know what to think or feel about them right now. Yeah, definitely. That's what I'm feeling. Right, but when it comes to their feelings, enough about you. When it comes to their feelings, right now they're feeling strength in reverse. They're feeling a little bit powerless. Maybe they feel powerless when it comes to you and your love. Maybe they feel like you hold the key to their heart. And when it comes to you, they're powerless. You're the only one who can see through or call out any of their bullshit or any masks that they're wearing. I feel like when it comes to you, yeah, because the moon is in the background of this strength card reversed, you see through any illusions they put on. Yeah, they might trick the audience, and the stage might be clapping and saying, oh wow, look how great you are. But you can see through that. And when it comes to you and putting it up to you, they're powerless. So no matter what the genders are, even if you're the feminine in this connection, I feel like they see you as a very strong woman and someone who takes no bullshit. They might fool the world, but they won't fool you. Yeah, but that's not going to stop them from trying. I feel like they're an opportunist that, yeah, it's very hard for them to be real when their whole life has been a show. Yeah. I feel like when it comes to you, group number 3, and this relationship, the Ace of Pentacles, they want a new beginning when it comes to you and this relationship. So this could be a new relationship. They could see you as a new beginning. They see you as someone very powerful and strong and someone who they can't fool with their bullshit. And I feel like that turns them on because they want someone who can call them out. They need someone who can keep them in check. And they see you as a new beginning. This could also mean right now they are starting a new business investment or a new business venture when it comes to their career. They could be focusing on making money. And yeah, I feel like they're kind of trying to find some sort of glimmer of hope in this shit show that their life has become. Yeah, so they see you as that glimmer of hope. So even if this isn't a new connection, I feel like it could be an on and off long-term connection. So they want a new beginning in terms of this relationship with you. And when it comes to you, you're the only one who can call them out and tell it like it is. Yeah, they could charm anyone. They could charm snakes, but not you because you see through it. You could literally be an intuitive. You could be a psychic, or you could even just do things like tarot, but they feel like you have your ways of knowing things, and sometimes it spooks them out, because they've never had anyone who's seen through them, like seen through their soul the way you can. Yeah. And I feel like you kind of see that they do tend to take unhealthy attachments in order not to have to process or deal with certain things that make them uncomfortable. Yeah, I feel like love and being honest and being completely naked and vulnerable emotionally is something that not only scares them, I feel like it genuinely terrifies them. They would literally rather do anything else other than completely expose themselves. Yeah, because I feel like if they reveal too much, they feel like they'll be left with nothing. But the thing is, when it comes to you, you're an exception because they don't have to reveal anything at all. They can try to keep that mask on and be performing on the stage, and you're just sitting there and not even clapping. You're like, I can see right through that. Hello? Yeah, so they're actually fascinated with you. They see you as very mystical, very intuitive. And even if they're not ready to admit the truth to themselves about themselves, they know that you can see even what they're not admitting to or what they're blinding themselves from. They feel like you're the only person in the world who sees them as they truly are. Yeah, and possibly like loves them regardless. Maybe they feel like in the past when they've shown their true selves or even a glimmer of their true selves to other people, it hasn't went well. And this has stopped them from being open, honest, and admitting certain things that make them vulnerable, especially in regards to relationships. But you are the exception to every rule. And I feel like it does spook them out that you can see right through them. Yeah, they are the master of manipulation and playing games and putting a show on the stage. But you're the director. You're like, well, that can be done better. Hello? I mean, that's not convincing me, even if it's convincing everyone else. Yeah, you can see through any masks that they have put up, any smoke and mirrors. You see right through them. Blow it away. Here you are, your true self on the stage. So, what now? What now? I feel like that's the question you're asking yourself. I feel like what now is the question they could even be asking you. You could be reaching a new point in the relationship, a new beginning of some sort. This could be a deeper connection. This could be milestones in regards to the relationship. Yeah, so I do feel like in regards to this relationship, they do actually see you as their dream come true, their new beginning, even if this connection isn't a new one. They feel like you can help them out of any hole that they've found themselves in. Yeah, they see you as their divine feminine, if you are the feminine. If you're the masculine, They feel like you bring them into their divine feminine energy. Yeah, and this divine feminine card, there's like a sage stick here. So they feel like any negativity that they bring with them, or any shit that they get themselves into, you're going to come with the sage and save them. Like, they see you as their savior. Even if they're a masculine, they feel like you're the exception. You're the one who can see right through all their bullshit, the whole charade that they've put on for the world. You're going to come in and save them. Yeah, and take their negativity. But, you know, this negativity is manifested through all their unhealthy attachment from wearing a mask and being afraid of their true selves, because fear is the ultimate negativity. And if this person is living in fear, no matter how much divine feminine energy or sage you bring to their life, to their heart, they're going to still be drawn to the same things, this self-destructive behavior. These are familial patterns that they are repeating. And with the dodging bullets here, dodgy, you might feel like this person is a little bit dodgy. Sometimes they can have dodgy friends or connections, or maybe be doing dodgy behavior. But yeah, like, they're avoiding dealing with the past trauma in their lives, or they're avoiding taking accountability. Yeah, they're dodging accountability like it's bullets. So anytime you try to shoot them with a truth bomb, or, you know, something that they should be held accountable for with the hands, they need to be held accountable. Does that hand have a wedding ring? Yeah, when you're trying to hold them, yeah, click on point. When you're trying to hold them accountable, especially in regards to things with this relationship, they will dodge accountability like bullets. In fact, they'll ricochet those bullets back your way. They will reflect and project. Yeah, so they don't like getting caught, for one. And when they do, they'll put it back on you because it's your fault somehow. If they've got a bad reputation, that's your fault because you're the one who made them act in that way. If they have unhealthy attachments, that's your fault because you're the one who made them turn to these bad habits, or, you know, these toxic lifestyles, because you hurt them so much. Yeah, I'm getting narcissistic vibes. And yeah, so if they've got a bad reputation or had bad behavior and won't take accountability, oh, it's your fault because you drove them to this bad behavior, these unhealthy attachments in the first place. And I feel like actually the opposite could be true. This person, possibly the relationship in itself is an unhealthy attachment for both of you. But also that this person has brought a lot of drama into your life, and possibly you yourself could even have gotten a bad reputation because the term that's coming to me is guilt by association. Yeah, so you might actually have guilt by association when it comes to this person. If they have a bad reputation, you'll get one just by simply hanging out with them or being in love with them. Yeah. And with this dodging bullets, like, this person could literally be bad news, and people could have told you, okay, no, this person is bad news. Or when it comes to you, this person could have been told that you're bad news. And a lot of that will come with, if someone has a bad reputation, then people are just going to tell anyone who's dealing with that person, well, just watch out for them because this, that, and the other. A, B, and C. Yeah, there might be a long laundry list of why this person has a bad reputation, why this person is bad news in regards to matters of the heart. Yeah, they could be a heartbreaker. Yeah. I'm hearing that song, Break Your Heart by Tayo Cruz. I'm only gonna break your heart. Yeah, so they're, yeah, maybe like they told you at the start. Yeah, because that's what he says, told you from the start, I'm only gonna break your heart. Yeah, so they could have told you from the start, look, I'm bad news, I'm a bad girl, I'm a bad boy, but, you know, maybe you can tame me a little bit. And the reality could be when you do try to make them take accountability for their bad behavior, they dodge the accountability like they're dodging bullets. Yeah. I feel like they make you feel like you're crazy when you try to call them out or make them take accountability. Like, to them, that's crazy. How could you tell me I'm in the wrong. You're crazy. How could you tell me I have a bad reputation or I'm bad news? That's crazy. That's you. Everyone told me that you are bad news. And I feel like it's just to, in a way, to like, it stops them from taking accountability if they can put it on you too. Oh yeah, well, I might be bad news, but so are you. What about when you did this or when you did that? Yeah, I feel like they could use your past against you. Yeah, And I feel like this person is very good at acting unbothered. They're actually very good at procrastinating when they need to. Yeah, but the reality is no matter how bothered they look and they act, yeah, when the script isn't playing out the way that they wrote it, they get very annoyed. Like they want you to act a certain way, whatever way they think this play should go. They're the main character. Yeah, they're totally giving main character energy. But if you are their love interest, unless you act a certain way that, you know, goes with their narrative and the person they want to portray, that they don't want you there. They don't want anyone who is going to expose their facade. Yeah, and I do feel like that's the fear that they have. Yeah, that you are going to be the one to expose this facade. They feel powerless when it comes to you because they feel like you're the one with the power in this relationship. You're the one who can see through them. So no matter how much they bluff or no matter what it is that they put on, any mask, any facade, you know them well enough. Even if you don't know them very long, they're still aware that you're aware. And it makes them uncomfortable that you might be more acutely aware of things about themselves that they're not even aware of. But I feel like it's because they're being blindly ignorant to the accountability they need to take, the work that they need to do in order to become a better person in the present and the future. We need to do the work when it comes to our past, what we've done wrong in order to do things right in the future. But I feel like they just want to keep on repeating the same cycle and the same old play, the same old story. Because if you have been their co-actor for a long time, that's what they know. They just want to keep on doing what they know because a change and taking accountability is something that does terrify them. I feel like if this relationship is in a state of disconnection or an off stage right now, or if you have broken up, confirmation that this person is longingly thinking of you and thinking back to all the fun times that you've had together. And I feel like they are finding ways of coping when you're not around, when you're not partaking or participating in their facade. They are finding other ways to keep them occupied, like getting high. I'm seeing the not the merry-go-round. Yeah, this relationship could feel like a merry-go-round that's broken and just won't stop. Ferris wheel, that's what it is. So this Ferris wheel, they could be getting high and remembering the good memories you have had together, the good experiences you have shared. They're longing for more of these experiences, more of you. But if you're not there, if their supply is not there, yeah, they get high on their own supply. If you think this person is a narcissist, you could feel like you are their narcissistic supply. And unless you're acting the role that they want you to act, that they will kick you off the stage or they will make you out to be the villain because they're the main character energy and they want to be made out to be a superhero. Even if they're a superhero with a bad reputation, they kind of want to make people think that they have done all the work and they're a good guy now, even though they haven't done the work or taken the accountability in order to genuinely become the good guy. Yeah, I don't know if that makes sense. It's a bit much, but I feel like when it comes to this connection right now, it's a bit much and you don't even know where to look or where to turn. Yeah, or who to turn to. I feel like right now you can't turn to each other. Or you feel like when you try to turn to this person, they just take it out on you or throw it back on you. So you kind of feel like an island. I'm hearing that song by Dua Lipa, We're Good. That's why I thought of that song, because that's the first few lyrics. I'm on an island, even when you're close. Yeah, so even though you are co-starring in this play together on the stage, you don't want to live a lie. You don't want to partake in something that's not real. You feel like an island, even when you are together, working in unity. Yeah, and you're just thinking, well, if I feel alone, I might as well be alone, especially if this person is not taking accountability or meeting me halfway and they call me crazy when I try to call them out. Yeah, so I feel like it just messes with your head and you feel a little bit, just drained and a bit all over the place, scattered when it comes to this relationship. Your emotions could feel scattered, your mind could feel scattered. And when it comes to the future of this relationship, I feel like you're uncertain and you don't really know which way to turn, which way to go. I feel like the person on your mind, they're very talented, but sometimes they hide these talents. And I feel like if you are more overt about your talents, I feel like it could be something they use against you. But this is only because when it comes to their talents, their sole purpose, I feel like in order to really open themselves up to that, they have to take accountability. And when they're not doing one, they're not going to get the other. So their talents will stay hidden while if they continue to keep themselves hidden, to hide from the truth, to face the truth or take accountability. Because I do feel like their talents are actually very emotional, very empathetic, understanding. But when they are refusing to take a look at themselves or work on those issues, they can't extend that communication or, they can't show the love or bring that healing energy. Yeah, I feel like this person is a healer, even though they might seem like they're totally not the type to be a healer. They're a hidden healer. Yeah, this person you're dealing with is a hidden healer, but they can't heal anyone else until they heal themselves. And until they heal themselves, they will keep self-destructing with these unhealthy attachment, this behavior that goes unchecked. When it comes to love, they'd rather dodge bullets and accountability than get caught and face up to what is wrong, what they've been doing wrong. As long as they can get away with not doing the work, they're not going to do it. But then with the unspirit, time to collaborate here, it's telling me that even though you might feel like you are each other's missing piece, when you aren't working as a team together, you're still feeling like an island. You're like a lone jigsaw piece. If they're looking for other things in their life to fill the void instead of finding it within themselves, finding it within you and the relationship that you share together, I feel like you'd rather be on an island alone with your one jigsaw piece, because you would rather have peace, literally, than the chaos that gets created when two people who love each other are trying to make something work that will inevitably never work until these deeper issues are resolved. And because they're not willing to reveal what these struggles are, they're going to keep on projecting and they're going to keep on running and blaming everyone else until they're ready to look in the mirror and take accountability. And I feel like you feel if they don't have your back, they're on your back. And if this relationship has been draining you and feeling like it's a very heavy load, I feel like this new beginning energy could actually be both of you walking away in order to go separate roads, the high road. I feel like if this is a breakup energy, you're taking the high road. You don't want to get petty or dramatic. I feel like you've had more than enough drama in this connection, and you don't want to get a bad reputation by allowing this person to drag you down with them. Yeah, like, so if they're going down, you're coming down with them. And I feel like if it's a choice between them and yourself, you're gonna choose you. And they might be left longing, but I do feel like it will just take them having that time to reflect and say, well, if I wasn't being a co-collaborator or a team player with group number 3, no wonder they left me and went off to enjoy this island themselves, because I wasn't any use to them. And I'm not saying that this person is useless, but I feel like if there is some sort of energy exchange, that it's been unfair, imbalanced. You've been bringing good vibes while they've been bringing bad vibes, because they're not willing to make their own vibes vibrate higher. Yeah, because you have to do the work. It's not easy, and they like easy. They like not having to do the hard work. But I don't see you letting them off with it, because you're in the mindset, if I have to do the hard work, then so do you. And if I have to take accountability, so do you. So yeah, I feel like you're not going to be used as someone's coping mechanism or unhealthy attachment anymore. If anything, you're going to disattach yourself from this person, from these demons. And I do feel like you are going to take the high road, even if that is alone. So thank you for being here with me today, group number 3. I hope this resonated. I hope this helped in any way. Please let me know down below if it did and what you'd like to see next. I'm taking any requests, so work away, go to town. Yeah, maybe it's time for you to go to town and let your hair down, group number 3. I sense a glow up coming, definitely. So make sure to come back to me and let me know how that glow up is going, because it's coming. That's all I know. So God bless, and please come back again very soon. See you then. Bye. Hello and welcome, group number 4. So if you chose the final card, Call, hearing from them, then you are here in the right place. And let's spiritually and virtually hear from them what's on their mind, even things they're not telling you. So I find tarot is a lot more truthful than people. Just saying. So let's find the deets, let's get all the info, spill all the tea, and really figure out where we're at emotion-wise when it comes to your person. So hold on, bear with, and we'll reveal the cards. First off, let's channel group number 4's person energy and thoughts effectively, respectively, and accurately. Amen. Let's unveil the cards. So group number 4, right away, I feel like this connection is quite a playful and vibrant one. Although, admittedly, it doesn't necessarily look like right now the relationship is in the most vibrant and playful place. I feel like it started off full of fire, passion, adventure, and a lot of all the fine, fabulous stuff scattered in between. Yeah, I feel like the passion is on point, the intimacy connection on point. And I feel like the excitement has been there since day one. I feel like there could be a very daring energy, or that this love in general could just bring out your playful, fun side. But with that comes limits. And I feel like maybe when it comes to limits and boundaries, this person on your mind could struggle with these things. They don't know where to draw the line or set the bar. And when there are boundaries, they could have a tendency to overstep these boundaries. They may even overstep your boundaries, group number 4, sometimes. And sometimes maybe it could be easy to overlook that, because they could just be very cheeky, mischievous, and playful. But I do feel like there comes a point where things can go too far sometimes. So sometimes the person on your mind can have a tendency to push the bow out too far, or push a little bit too far. Yeah, maybe pushing your buttons, and it can go from being playful to an argument very quickly. Yeah. So I feel like when it comes to this relationship, when it comes to you, group number 4, I feel like the person on your mind feels that they can see your true colors. And I'm getting that song True Colors by Cyndi Lauper. I see your true colors shining through, and that's why I love you. I feel like they love you for who you are, for who you truly are. But maybe what they struggle with is loving themselves and their own true colors. I feel like they might still be discovering who they are and what their true colors really are. Because when we're looking at the tarot, the 7 of Pentacles in reverse, rewards reversed, is telling me that they're not really feeling like love is giving when it comes in terms of rewards. But I feel like if they're seeking a reward from love, it's kind of coming from a bit of a naive place, because the reward, the prize, should be love itself. But if they're seeking other rewards from being loving or being loved, then it might be coming from a bit of an ingenuine place, because love is the prize, love is the reward. You are the prize. I feel like they love and appreciate you in all your true colors. But maybe if they're looking for more rewards when it comes to love, they kind of want more off you, they want more benefits. This could be a friends with benefits situation. Yeah. So this situation to them, it could be cheeky, mischievous, but they're not getting a reward from it. Especially if there's something they have to hide about. This will resonate with a few, with some, not all. This could be a third party cheating situation possibly, and if it is, take that where you resonate in it. But yeah, if this person is looking for rewards when it comes to love, they might be looking for more than just one reward. If they can't see the one prize in front of them, which is you, the prize, the love of their life. Maybe they've told you you're the love of their life, but gradually their true colors are being revealed. The more that gets revealed about them, even their past. Maybe when it comes to the true colors about their past, they're a little bit apprehensive about that. Yeah. The 3 of Pentacles did come upright. So on the plus side, they are learning. And especially when it comes to love, I do feel like they have learned certain lessons. And there could be really 3 important, significant lessons that they have learned. And I'm not sure if they're in the mindset that, they have to keep on learning. Or they could be on the flip side and think, right, well, I've learned all these lessons, that's enough, and I don't want to learn anymore. But if they are very open to learning and discovering, I feel like this is a great mindset. This is a great mindset when it comes to life and your relationships, because it means you're open to learning from the other people in your life. It's showing that other knowledge people possess, you are willing to give them that space to speak, and in fact you're actually going to try learn from their wisdom. And people love when they feel listened to. Yeah, I feel like group number 4, this person loves when they feel like they're being listened to and taken seriously. I feel like you're a great listener, and in particular that's what they really love about you. They feel like they can unveil their true colors, even if it's a gradual thing, because you're such a good listener that sometimes you don't even need to say anything. It's how you make them feel when they are speaking. It makes them feel special. And when you make someone feel special and they feel heard, don't be surprised if they end up revealing absolutely everything to you eventually, because it just seems to have that effect on people when they're genuinely being listened to and appreciated. It lights up their soul, their heart, because this person, they want to learn, but they also want to be heard. They want to teach. I feel like they've got a few lessons they could teach you, but they also know that you have some lessons you are going to be teaching them. They just have to be a willing student, even though they have some reservations or restrictions. I do feel like they know that you know what you're talking about. And with them, it could just be a bit of naivety in the sense that they think love should have rewards. Because that sentence doesn't really sound right. Like, love is the reward. There's just a lot of hard stuff that comes with it. Yeah, I feel like they like the good, but when it gets hard, I feel when it gets hard, they're kind of at a loss and they're not really sure because they just assume that, well, if we're in love, that's that. It should be great. What's the problem? And then when problems come, they're nearly shell-shocked and they're like, well, what do you expect me to do about it? They feel affronted if you ask them to sort out a problem. Yeah. I do feel like they can be a bit childish when it comes to problem-solving skills. Yeah, I feel like maybe they expect other people to just deal with things that they don't want to deal with. So yeah, they might be playful. But on the flip side of that, they could also be very childish because sometimes the two comes hand in hand. Yeah, I feel like this person is a bit of a duality. They can be light and they can be dark, but they can also mix the two of them and combine them. And I feel like that fascinates you because they can bring both energies. And you feel like there's always more and more to discover about this person. Yeah. So I do feel like you might be even doing some investigation yourself from your phone or from your computer screen. Because when you're not hearing from them, I feel like they're still heavily on your mind and you're trying to find out more about them. You want more information. And maybe the person on your mind, they're in the mindset of say nothing till we know more and don't ask and don't tell. Yeah, but you actually want to ask and you want them to tell. You don't have to find out your own way, but maybe right now you're still at a stage of sussing things out and figuring out what is this and where is it going before you start getting down and asking all the really hard questions. Yeah, maybe you're afraid of what their answer will be. So this could literally be very early stages of a romantic connection. And right now, the furthest it could have went possibly is coffee or even just the offer of meeting up and doing something together. But on the flip side of that, if this is a longer connection, to me, possibly someone could have seen something they weren't supposed to see, even in regards to an offer. And when we see something that we nearly can't believe, a lot of the time we take screenshots, whether that be mental or literally screenshotting on the phone. I do feel like a phone is significant in this connection. Yeah, you just keep in touch from the phone, but when it comes to digging dirt on each other or finding dirt, it's found on the phone. Yeah. And when it comes to this getting evidence or proof, I feel like it's because you are still figuring each other out, not only overtly, but invertly as well, like silently on the sidelines. You want to learn more, especially if they're not openly revealing certain things that you want to know. Maybe you're trying to find out the hard way because the easy way isn't an option. Yeah, okay. I feel like this person mightn't be completely forthcoming about their past, and it could be the past that you're diving into. You're trying to find the dirt in their past, and maybe someone sends you a screenshot or you see something from their past that possibly they didn't want or expect you to see. And it could be coming up that, someone's true colors aren't what you thought they would be or what they told you they were. Yeah, you're seeing beyond the veil. So whatever veil that they put up, you're seeing through it, seeing beyond it, and going deeper in to really discover the realities. Yeah. So this could be in the past or even presently, but the person on your mind could be dealing with legal issues. And they could literally be waiting for a court date, or they could have been caught in the past. And this upcoming court or legal issues is just something that they've been waiting a long time to resolve. And I feel like if there is something hanging over them legal wise, it's kind of put a dampener on their whole life because it's all they can think about. Yeah, I feel like they're worried if justice will be served or whether it's going to go pear-shaped for them. They're not really sure what to expect when it comes to that. And I feel like it can cause a deep sense of anxiety for them because when they're trying to plan a future, learn more things, make more offers, allow their love to blossom, they feel like the legal issues coming up or them even physically going away to prison could get in the way of whatever it is they're trying to build in their life right now. Yeah, it feels like right now their past is coming back to haunt them, even if they're trying to have a new beginning, even if they're trying to learn new things and to have a new lease for life. Their old ways have caught up with them, and now they need to face that, take accountability, and even take punishment if that's what is necessary. Yeah. These legal issues could literally be because they were impersonating someone. So this could be someone stealing someone's identity, or it could be someone who was hacking or pretending to be someone that they weren't. Yeah, this could have something to do with someone's identity. And I feel like they have a hater in their life. I feel like they have a copycat in their life. Someone who wanted to be just like them. They want to walk like them, talk like them. Yeah, I'm hearing that song from the Jungle Book. I want to walk like you, talk like you too. What was that? What's that song called? I want to be like you. So someone is like looking at your person group number 4 and they want to be just like them. And in that flip side, someone could also be looking at you and thinking they want to be you or be like you. So this could be a love rival. This could be someone who tried to get in the way of this relationship. Or this could be an obsessive friend. Someone who wants to be just like your person. But even if your person has done the wrong things in the past, I feel like this person looks at them as if it's really cool. And yeah, I feel like this person kind of wants to drag your person into their old ways, even if they've gotten over these and they're trying to turn a new leaf and have some new beginnings and fresh starts. I feel like there is someone in your person's life who wants to drag them back to their old ways because it's comfortable for them to stay there. And I feel like in the past, your person has stayed in situations because it felt comfortable. But now they're trying to make change for the better, but the past is haunting them and their past mistakes are coming back with a bang, and they're dealing with the karma, whether this be spiritual or literal. They're dealing with the karma that they brought upon themselves. Yeah, and it could really be bringing them down right now. The Page of Wands reversed. To me, it feels like this person is lacking a sense of adventure. That fire feels like it's been put out. And this lack of adventure could be due to the fact that they are going away somewhere like jail. And if they are not literally going to jail, I feel like the reality of them turning a new leaf, they feel like it's restrictive. And they feel like having a responsible life is no fun. And they kind of are seeking the adventure in other ways. Yeah, I feel like they're a bit of a thrill seeker and an adventure seeker. And when they feel like their life doesn't have much adventure, it does get them down. Yeah. But they also can reflect back to the past and know that, well, if I'm trying to find my adventure in ways that get me in trouble. Look at the past haunting me now. Why would I keep on making these same mistakes? They don't want to make the same mistakes, but they could be prone to the same mistakes over and over again. Yeah. But I do feel like when they look back on their past, they're ashamed. I feel like even in the past, they could be ashamed of how they treated you if this is a long-term connection. Yeah, they're ashamed of something that they've done in the past of this relationship. And they do carry heavy guilt and embarrassment. They know they were in the wrong, especially if they deeply hurt you. And it could have taken a screenshot, either you seeing something or someone else seeing and sending you something. And I feel like the fact that this person got caught, whether this is in terms of love or life with the justice system, I feel like they have learned from their mistakes, because the Three of Pentacles is upright. They are learning. They're taking accountability, taking stock. They don't want to make the same mistakes again. They don't want to hurt people. But as they say, hurt people. So they want to heal themselves in order not to keep on hurting people. Yeah, they want to have a new beginning. They want to start a new business venture. But I do feel like there are people who look up to them, but these people who look up to them want to drag them back down to their level. Yeah, and when it comes to this relationship, you or both of you could be in a sense of uncertainty because they want to be your savior, your saving grace. But sometimes they feel like they're falling from grace themselves. And by them falling, you are going to fall down with them. They don't want to drag you down with them, especially if their life is, if they're paying the price or making sacrifices. They don't want you to have to sacrifice the way that they have to, because they know you're a fun, playful, and adventurous spirit. In fact, that could be what drew you both to each other in the first place. This adventure-seeking charisma that you both possess. This pizzazz, yeah, the zest. So I feel like this relationship has the zest. But somewhere along the line, the fun and games had to stop and reality had to kick in. And changes had to be made, sacrifices had to be made. And now the person on your mind is in a state confirmation of uncertainty when it comes to their life and their life decisions. They know that now they have to pay the price for the decisions they've made in the past. And they feel guilty and ashamed by what it is that they've done. So this person has not been an angel in the past. In fact, it looks like with this uncertainty card that the couple is falling from the sky. So they have fallen from grace. So they don't know how they can be your saving grace. But they do want to climb the ladder. They want to rebuild anything that they have broken in their life and in their love life. So if they've broken your trust, they feel guilty and embarrassed about it. And if they've made you feel like you're not the prize, or made you feel like they're looking for other prizes instead of what's right in front of them, they do know they are in the wrong for that. I feel like they're trying to take accountability and make the changes that they have to make. But when it comes to paying the price, I do feel like there is a few things on their plate and on their mind. They know that this isn't going to be easy. And when it comes to actually changing for the better, they know they have to commit or quit. And maybe that's why they feel uncertain, because quitting would be so much easier. Running away back to the old ways with the old influences. It would be easy, you know, they could easily get dragged down by other people who used to encourage them. But in the same sense, they don't want to be the one who drags you down. So they've tried to better themselves, but they know that there is a lot more that they need to do. And there's so much more work and sacrifices that need to be made. And they just don't fully have that trust within themselves that they're not going to drop you. They're not going to let you down or let you fall. And you might have faith in this person and this relationship. But I feel like in the past, if you had blind faith, the blinders came off and there were true colors that got revealed somewhere along the line. But like the song says, I see your true colors and that's why I love you. So they see you for who you truly are. You see them for who they truly are. Maybe it turns out in their past they were more of a frog than a handsome prince. But I do feel like they want to change a new leaf, a new lily pad. They've hopped onto a new lily pad, a new beginning. They want to have that new beginning with you. And they accept you for who you truly are and they appreciate you, even if they haven't always appreciated you the way they should have. They feel ashamed about that and they don't want to repeat any mistakes they've made in the past because they knew it was coming from a place of insecurity and they were hurting others because they were hurting themselves. So this person has all the best intentions for this relationship for you. They just know that they have a lot of work to do. And they just want to know that you accept them, warts and all. And then, and if you do and you stand by them, even if they're still feeling in this frog toad-like energy, it just takes one kiss from you and they will turn into that prince or princess that they knew they were always supposed to be. But it just took meeting their better half. Yeah, I feel like they view you as their better half. Yeah, they do hold you in high regard. They feel like you're better than them in some way. It took them meeting you for them to even feel accepted in their true form instead of rejected. So the last thing they want to do is make you feel rejected. And they just don't want to let you down. I feel like they've let you down in the past and they don't want to let you fall or let you down again. They want to keep you in their life, in their heart, in their grip. But they know they're going to have to hold on tight because they do have a lot of work to do and it's not for the weak-hearted or the weak of mind. But I feel like once all this hard work is done, the playful and adventurous energy will come back out within both of you. But this is just a time of shadow work and self-improvement. And if anything, group number 4, that's the best thing we can ask for when it comes to our relationships. Because of all the groups, this is the one that shows the most potential of someone who's actually willing to work on themselves in order to help their relationships. So you're the best of the bunch. And I do feel like there is potential here. Anything that's broken can be fixed, but it's not instantaneous. We have to wait for the rewards. Yeah. If the person on your mind is feeling like love and life isn't giving them the rewards that they want right now, they just need to have a little bit more patience. Because as the old saying goes, good things come to those who wait. And even if it takes a long time for you both to get to your peaks, I feel like you will get there together and that will make the reward even better because love is the reward and you and your person are each other's prize. You just have to realize that winning the prize is a long process. It's not just about the race, it's the training. So yeah, training season, Dua Lipa, training season is over. It's time to get to it and do the work. And I feel like they're more than ready to do the work. And I feel like you're more than patient and you will allow them that space in order to become the best version of themselves. They're not feeling their best right now, but all it takes is a bit of work and support, and that fiery, adventurous zest will come back out and you can enjoy all the zest and all the rewards that life has to offer. It's just about getting all the hard, boring shit done first. So I don't feel like you or your person is afraid of hard work, and you certainly are not weak of heart or mind. So if any couple can get through these issues, group number 4 of all my groups, it's you. So I hope that helps. Please like, comment, subscribe. Let me know down below what you want to see next. Request and I will manifest. And please make sure to come back again very soon for another one. Mwah. Sending all my love, blessings, and everything nice your way, group 4. God bless and goodbye.